Hey everyone, welcome back to Quarantine with Rosh. Now today's guest is Prithvi Raj, so I'm just waiting for him to join. So just wait a little bit until he joins. Okay, well at least it worked somehow. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's all right.
So how's your quarantine been going, Prithvi?
It's been actually, I'm enjoying this time off. We barely get this time off from cricket and get some time with the family and all.
Yeah. What have you been like doing most of the days?
Actually, this quarantine has taught me to wake up early in the morning. I never wake up early in the morning.
Wait, but then why are you waking up in the morning like during the quarantine? Usually it's the opposite. Most people are like sleeping in.
Yeah, I don't know how did it start, but I'm waking up at 6 a.m. and I finished my training and all by 9, and I just sleep all day.
Okay. That's good. Me, it was the opposite. The first 2 weeks of when this started, I would wake up literally at like 3, 4 p.m. But I would go to sleep at
Oh,
like 5 a.m. So I'd wake up, super
okay.
late. And now I've been waking
Yeah.
up like every day at 6, 7 a.m. So now, yeah, that's my life too. But what have you been doing for training during these days?
It's some basic home workouts, and I somehow managed to get a little bit of equipment from my
Okay.
own cricket academy.
Yeah.
So, so I'm lucky to have some weights and all at home.
Okay. Have you started any new hobbies that you didn't do before?
Oh, no, no. I'm just
No.
sticking to the same old things that I do, like uh,
Now you have the
watch
time. You
cricket.
should think of something. What have you been watching mainly?
I've been watching. I just completed Ozark,
Okay.
so I almost finished all the series that I wanted to watch. So
Okay.
I'm actually waiting for someone to suggest something new.
Something new. If you want to watch something like on Netflix, something related to what's going on, I do suggest
Yeah.
Containment. It's only one season, I guess, and there's only 10 episodes. It's
Okay.
kind of related to what's going on right now. But yeah, it's
Uh,
something that was,
yeah,
yeah, Containment was kind of a
yeah,
good watch.
I'll remember that.
So if you could get quarantined with any teammate, so any player from any of the teams you play in, who would you pick?
I'd say Hanuma Vihari because
Okay,
we've been teammates for the past 3 4 years, and who better than the captain of my team, and he's a good
exactly.
person also. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Okay, let's move on to your childhood in cricket as a child.
I started playing cricket maybe when I was 10 11 years old.
Okay.
Uh, so it started like how every Indian child starts, in the summer when during the vacations and all.
Yeah.
That is how it started.
So who was your childhood cricket hero?
Uh, so I grew up watching the Sachin Sehwag generation a lot. Even though
Yeah.
I'm a fast bowler, I that was always a memory watching Sachin and Sehwag, Zair Khan, all those people.
So now what inspired you to become a fast bowler?
I always felt that fast bowling is, a very exciting trait in cricket.
Yeah.
Not everyone can do what a fast bowler can do.
Okay. What class did you hate the most in school?
I guess it's maths, hands down.
Okay, I won't ask you any math questions.
Uh, oh no,
Wh Why did you
I'm just
decide to,
going to
you're
embarrass
just gonna,
myself if you ask some if
you
you
would
ask
need your
something
calculator
regarding
on the
maths.
side.
Yeah,
When did you decide that you wanted to go into cricket professionally?
I started at 12 years old, and it wasn't a bad start for me. Just the second year I started playing, I got into the state team, under 14
Yeah.
state team.
Yeah.
And even my father also wanted to be a cricketer, which he couldn't.
Okay.
My grandparents couldn't afford to send him to a different state to play cricket.
Yeah.
So even my father was very supportive, my mom also. So everything
Yeah.
worked out, and
That's always good though. So now let's
yeah,
go to the cricket side professionally. So how did you feel making your debut for the Andhra team? So obviously, that was pretty special. So how did you feel when you found that out?
uh, there was actually very few people know the backstory of my first class debut. I was
Okay.
out from cricket for almost 7 months. Uh, I was suffering a back stress fracture,
Okay.
so I had to recover soon so that I could make it, so that I could be ready for the season.
Hmm.
And luckily, I just could make it past the fitness tests and all before the season. And my first match was against Tamil Nadu, and there were a few really good players playing in the match. Say Murli Vijay, Ashwin,
Yeah.
Abhinav Mukund, Washington
Yeah.
Sundar. So that was a really special match, even going back today.
Yeah, definitely. Where were you when you saw your name that was picked for IPL, and how did that feel? So tell me, when were you watching the auction?
Yeah, actually, I was watching the auction, and it was a bittersweet movement actually, because I was playing an under 23 game back in Andhra, so right here
Hmm.
in Andhra. So we were actually losing the match pretty badly. So that was I was a little happy for myself personally, but the fact that we were losing,
Yeah.
it actually that was even more on my mind.
Okay. What's been your most memorable experience being a part of KKR?
Uh, Being a part of KKR, it was actually very challenging for me coming into the IPL team for the first year. I was one of the youngest in the team,
Yeah.
and just to go in there for 2 months and put in the same amount of effort for each and every day,
Hmm.
it was actually a little tough, not only physically but also mentally. But I think that is how I earned my opportunity in the team. That
Yeah.
is how I got to play a match. Going there, working hard every day, and actually enjoyed it a lot because all the coaches out there were so friendly, and they didn't see me as a newcomer. They
Yeah.
accepted me very well into the team.
Yeah, definitely. So how did it feel, being able to play matches as well? And you also got your first wicket in IPL as well, and that too, David
Yes,
Warner's. So how was that? I mean, I know it wasn't in a winning cause and KKR
yes.
wasn't, in the best position, but still, I mean, getting your first IPL wicket is always special. So how did that feel?
It was kind of a horror start for me in the IPL actually, because
Yeah.
I got I think right in my first over there was a drop catch, and again I think 2 3 balls before the first wicket I got, there was another drop catch.
Hmm.
So I honestly wasn't expecting myself to get a wicket, but when you get something, when you least expect it to come, that is when it's even more exciting and you enjoy it a lot. I
Yeah.
think this will always be a special memory for me. Getting a wicket in front of that too of David Warner in front of 50,000 people.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially bowling him out, so that, at
Yeah,
that point, it's like, so many drop catches. I don't want to take a chance. Let me do it myself.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It
what's the
was fun.
best advice you've ever gotten?
Uh, Actually, I the best advice I've ever got is to stay away from sugar. Actually, I crave for sugar a lot, so
That's actually a really good advice. I'm sometimes the
yeah,
same way where I'm like, I just want something sweet. But yeah.
yeah.
Have you noticed that it helped you kind of once you did, stop having sugar? Did it help you kind of physically?
It did actually. I put I guess I lost a couple of pounds of weight, and it actually helped me sleep better in the night, because when you have a sugar rush, I don't think I was able to sleep properly.
Yeah.
So it helped me. recover better for the next day also during the matches and all.
Okay. So generally, I mean, speaking of sleep, so when you before matches, what is your sleep like? You know, like for me, I don't know. I mean, obviously I don't go and play matches, but it's like if I'm doing anything, I mean, whether it just be like an interview the next day or even if I'm going for the match the next day, I'm so anxious that it's so hard to sleep. So was that something in the beginning that happened and you focused on how to make sure you sleep properly? How do you like, make sure you get enough sleep before matches, especially when you're away and traveling and everything?
Uh, it depends. For me personally, it depends on the toss. If you're bowling the next day, I generally sleep very early, maybe at 9:30, so that
Okay.
I could get my 8 hours of sleep before the morning, and
Okay.
I can still be fresh.
Yeah.
And but if we are batting the next day, and probably will bat through the next full day, I'll maybe watch an hour extra of Netflix or something.
Yeah, definitely. What's been your favorite memory on the field so far?
My favorite memory on the field, I think I can relate something which happened this year. We won a match against Kerala with almost half of our senior players not playing the match,
Hmm.
and there was actually two debutants in the match. Almost, yeah,
Okay.
three new players coming into the side,
Yeah.
and actually I had to take the responsibility of being a it was new for me for being a senior bowler in the team, and I
Yeah.
had to take the responsibility, and it came out well, and we won the match. So it was pretty special to me.
Okay. Um, how was your experience in the Deodar Trophy last year with India B? So, obviously being a part of that is, a big thing as well in India. So how was that experience? You got to play with a lot of the players that have played for India or playing for India. So how was that experience?
Uh, I think that is where you can find the difference, where people who can just make it to the other trophy, say India A or India B, and people who can go there and pick wickets and score hundreds of runs over there. I think that is where you can see the difference, that extra 1% difference that an international cricketer and maybe a first class cricketer has.
Mhm.
I, uh, I just felt that my goal of playing for the Indian team is not so far away, because I knew that I had it in me that I can make it to the team once I went there and I played. I didn't have a great match out there, but I still had a few positive things I could take back from that match
Yeah,
that I could work on. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Who's your favorite cricketer right now?
Uh, it's actually Mitchell Johnson.
Okay. What motivates you to work hard?
I'd say personally, nothing more better than going and trying to win matches. And when it doesn't come off, that is, I take motivation from the matches we lose.
Mhm.
Sometimes you'll be given the responsibility to do it for the team, and you may
Yeah,
not be up to the mark a few times.
yeah.
I try my best to keep that ratio. Like if I could do it 8 out of 10 times, maybe
Hmm.
7 out of 10 times,
Yeah.
so I just try to do my best so that we could win more number of matches for my team.
Okay. So I have a fan question from Remo. So he asked,
Okay.
who is your inspiration? So kind of who inspires you to kind of, always do better, make sure that you're always working on your cricket, always working on your fitness.
I take inspiration from my colleague, my teammates as itself, because there are a few people who are actually fitter than me, who work harder than me. So I
Yeah.
just try to look at them and learn from them.
Okay. So now let's move a little bit away from cricket to get to know you on the better side. So what makes you laugh the most?
What makes me laugh the most? This A good joke makes anyone laugh.
A good joke. I swear sometimes I make my own jokes and they like make me laugh so much even though they're terrible. I'll think they're funny though. What's your favorite food?
Oh, actually, I really miss my chicken steaks and those mashed potatoes on the side. So that is my favorite food.
Is that what's the first thing you're gonna eat once you're out of this quarantine?
I'm gonna eat chicken steak for 5 days straight for every meal.
Is there a place you love going to near you?
Yeah, there are actually a few good places here
Okay,
where I stay. So
sounds good. Hopefully it ends soon so you can enjoy that. What's your
let's see.
favorite movie?
Oh, I don't watch a lot of movies.
Okay.
But still, I can't recollect what was the last movie I saw.
Wow.
I'll I'll skip this question maybe.
Okay. So then I guess the next question I can't ask either. What your favorite
So
actor slash actress? Do you have a favorite? It could even, I guess it could even be a show act. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be movies. I mean, is there a favorite actor or actress that you follow?
uh, I actually like this Jake Gyllenhaal. So I actually
Okay.
like his movies, the way he acts. And all.
Okay. What's one place that you want to visit?
Act, I was planning to visit the Himalayas because it was always a dream for me to go there.
Okay.
Different experience trekking in the
Yeah,
snow and all.
I can imagine. Very
Yes,
cold as well.
yes.
What's your favorite thing to shop for? Are you much of a shopping type of person?
No, I don't shop a lot, but uh, I buy a lot of perfumes whenever I travel
Okay.
around.
Okay.
When I come back, obviously neither of both of my parents are never happy with that. They always ask me why do you waste money on something?
I get that as well. I'm like, I am a big shopper,
Yes,
so I always come back with a lot of
okay,
clothes, and yeah, my parents yell at
yes.
me too. What is one thing you can't live without?
I guess my phone and my iPad.
Okay. Okay. Now, lastly, we're gonna do our rapid fire. So I'm gonna give you two choices. You need to pick one. Ready?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Mobile games, so cell phone games or console games.
Mobile
Okay. Call or text.
text,
New clothes or new phone.
new phone,
Passenger or driver.
passenger.
Don't like driving. I guess in
No,
India, yeah, not fun at all.
no one likes
Pancakes,
driving in India.
yeah, yeah. Pancakes or waffles.
Waffles,
And then chocolate or vanilla.
chocolate.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for joining me with Quarantine with Rush.
Yes, thank you.